Another video review of this new rubanoid of mine, which I have did in the last couple of days, and this is the same as the other that you have watched. Only this one is slight modified, which means it should gain a bit more decibels and a bit more clarity and a bit more focus because of the high frequency response, which has been improved. Let me tell you what I have did, Ryan. First of all, I wanted to test the theory with the laqueur. Laqueur is used on all high frequency or full range speakers with paper dome or silk dome, so it's used to improve the high frequency response. As you can see here on my speakers, I don't know if the camera focuses well. You can see here a gray dot here. It's from laqueur. Added, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 straight coats of laqueur here to improve the frequency response to 18 kilohertz for this tweeter. Okay, so what have I think of? I wanted to add to this rubanoid laqueur also, but on the video that you heard earlier, I added laqueur only here inside the coil, and only I came with the laqueur only. Let me show one moment, please. Well, I want to show you on the other cylinder from the first version of my ruban. Okay, so here on the first version I added laqueur to only in this part of the coil, only on the coil and only where the cuts are made here. Only this only in this place. Okay, so what have I think of? If this rubanoid is very directional because of the dots, the super glue dots that I told you about between these cuts, I think about this aspect. What if I put laqueur on the membrane, on the cylinders, to get out, to force the high frequencies to come out? The results were astonishing in the matter of improving the frequency response in the rubanoid. Excuse my boxes here. It improved, the laqueur improved the high frequency response in a matter of way that I could not believe. Look, on this side of the rubanoid, yeah, I put it laqueur. Let me focus, please. I put it laqueur only here. You can see out of the two joint cylinders, 25%, almost 25% of the cylinders, as you can see here. Okay, so here is half of the cylinder. Okay, and here is 25%. I can okay, now it's clear. Okay, here on this face of the ruban. So on the other face of the ruban, I want to mention that this is concentrated laqueur. On the other face of the ruban, I used laqueur on half of the cylinders. Okay, half here, half here. On the other face, I have 25%, 25%. Look, let me focus. I don't know if it's good. It's clear. Here you can see 50% of the cylinders, only the exterior of the outside of the cylinders. Now I will leave this rubanoid as it is. Okay, I will leave it as it is till I make the other one. As I told you, my amplifier, my Hiraga amplifier, has a blown side, has my outputs blown. I used the sunken outputs, which have been fried on the right channel. So now on the right channel I have MJ 15,023 and 24, and on the left side I have the original sunken outputs paired, matched in 5%. Okay, so instead of using the right channel and showing you how this MJ output sounds, I will use the left channel, which has the outputs still intact. You can see we're on the left channel now. The right channel has my speakers connected to it, so it's the RCA. It's not here. It's not connected. We are only working with the sunken original outputs, and on the left side, where I didn't, where the outputs are intact. As you can see, my amplifier now is opened because I need to test some more outputs. They should arrive next week, so I would listen to them and command some more. Till then, let me show you what I have heard, and I hope you will hear the same. On the front face, here this would be the new amplifier that I want to use. It's a class AB amplifier with an output capacitor 10,000 microfarads for the output, for the bass response, and for everything. If one output gets fried, it's no problem. They use the classic 2N 3055 outputs, which are dirty cheap, and I have 40 to 50 of them stored, so it's no problem if they fry. That's why you see these outside, because I have to take this out. Now, let me tell you my conclusion about this combination of laqueur on the membrane. Here, as François de Minière told us, and the Linnean patents said, they were right. The sound, the heights are radiated only from here, from about the center to 30 to 40% of the membrane. That's why I use laqueur and put in an horizontal plane the rubanoid, so that the laqueur would go inside there to make contact with the proximity of the coil, okay, and then gone to the outside, so that it will disperse evenly the outputs. The result is that this portion of the rubanoid, the front face, how I like to call it, radiates even more high frequencies, evenly. So now if I move here, I told you on the other days, if I move here, you will hear lesser outputs, high frequency output, and if you move here also is the same. But now with this adenum to the membrane, you will blow up your ears. It is so much gain in the high frequencies and mid frequencies that you will blow up your ears in this room. This room has 20 square meters. It's my listening room, my test room, and the room for the other things to do in electronics. That's why I have so much closets here. So this rubanoid will amaze you, because when I use much laqueur on the backside here, the high frequencies I hear them like they are a bit attenuated, and the mids are like shouting now. I think that here, because I added from 25 to 50% laqueur to the membrane, here the membrane dumps the mid frequency the mid frequencies, you know. Now when I added laqueur here to 50%, I improved the mids here. So if you add, my conclusion is that if you add laqueur on 25% of the membranes, the cylinders, from top to bottom, you will improve the overall high frequency response and medium frequency response very, very good, very, very well. And if you add more laqueur to go 50%, you will decrease the high frequency response and increase the medium frequency response. Or another theory of mine is that this way, laqueuring 50% of the cylinders, you increase even more the medium frequency response, and the heights remain the same. I want to measure this aspect when I will finish the phantom supply for the microphone, so that we can see clearly. I will leave this version of ruban as it is till I make the other ruban for the other channel, and we shall see when the microphone is on, and measure exactly to see what is improved and what